It's me, Epic Gamer Review. So, God, I've been doing YouTube for like several fucking years, and I still can't come up with like like an actual consecutive intro. I can't do it. It's just something that my little brain can't comprehend for some reason. But I'm back with my intelligent big brain thoughts on BFDI. I was gonna make this on BFDIA, but I also don't want it to be overly negative, because it will be, because I'll complain about BFDIA all again, and you'll be like, Aiden, old man complains, boo-hoo. I know, blah blah blah, but I have good opinions, and I have proof that I have good opinions, actually. Really big proof that I have big opinions. Good opinions. Really good opinions, actually. I have so good opinions that the man himself, oh, it's gone. There it is. The man himself, the beautiful man himself, the voice actor, fan, one of the writers of Inanimate Insanity, that created many of the beautiful episodes I have talked about in the past, and have said that is probably one of the best writers in the OSC. Overall, just a lovely man that I've looked up to for a while. Commented on my funny video. He even mentioned it on his live stream and told people that it was one of the best critiques that he's ever seen. Pretty epic, if you ask me. Like, look at him. If you disagree with my opinion, you're disagreeing with everyone on Animation Epic's crew, and you wouldn't want to do that, would you? But today isn't about Little Animation Epic, no. It's about BFDI. Now, BFDIA, I'm going to ignore that. That didn't happen. We're talking about the new TPOT short that kind of just came out of nowhere. One interesting one. It focuses on PDA, a character that, from, maybe this is my very biased book perspective, as I've labeled it, biased book perspective, dyslexic. So, pretty much, I kind of weirdly saw PDA as like a shy book character that obviously stands up sometimes whenever she stood up against Robot Flower. But I didn't really know her. But the last thing I expected her to be, or them to be, is first, non-binary, but second of all, a complete asshole. Which proves, no matter what you identify as, you're probably still an asshole. And I respect that a lot. PDA is such an interesting, awful character. The thing is about them, you can't help but love them. There's no redeeming qualities with PDA, even when they try to have this intense conversation with themselves, like almost like a hallucination. You think that they're gonna be like every other character in BFDIA where they've had this realization, Books had the realization, Pins had a realization, where they speak to themselves finally. But no, like, PDA's like, God, maybe I did something wrong. PDA never does anything wrong, and that's great. I love that they are basically so, like, they're so manipulative that they have manipulated themselves to be the victim in every situation, and I can't help but love it. Like, they can commit the worst kind of things. They can intrude on people's privacy, they can ruin their rooms, they can, only do things for them when they know they're gonna get something in return. Very manipulative behavior, and then they're like, God, it's everyone else's fault. I slabber. Do you see that? Webcam slabber. I'm so sorry. Like, she can literally get knocked out, and it's still like her own. It's not her fault, obviously. Nothing they ever do is their fault. But yeah, it's insane to kind of have this scene here that's playing in the background where you would expect it to be something like, maybe I am doing something wrong. But the fact that themselves, they're very manipulative. I think what their character is they're very manipulative, but you can tell it comes from a place of low intelligence. Like they are so, they love themselves so much that they will play the victim card in every situation because they want something from it. If they can make themselves the victim in everything so they could use that as a gambling chip to get what they want from other people, it is the most scummy, awful behavior. Like, am I the asshole Reddit level, and they get comfort in that. They're like, God, you're right. They're the ones that suck. I love it so much. It reminds me of a mixture of early Pin and Pillow. Like, maybe that's sadistic Pillow. But it definitely comes, her manipulation comes from this kind of endless cycle of turning herself into the victim so she can get something from someone, as she uses that kind of self-loathing as like a guilt trip in some way. And she definitely gives her, even there, she's very unempathetic. She's just killing something. It's like, oh, this is kind of cool. This is cool. She's literally so, like, immature that she can't, she like has zero realization within herself. And I think that is something that is just so cool. I like it a lot. It is such an interesting character that I imagine at some point they're probably gonna maybe get some kind of development that makes them like a nicer person or whatever. We care now. We realized our mistake. Boo-hoo. I don't like that. I want them to just be the complete jerk for the entire series. We'll keep it for a long time. It reminds me of a character that I'm writing myself called Corytail. He's this ginger tomcat that is just so self-centered and manipulative and aggressive, more childlike and immature than PDA. PDA at least has this kind of calmness to them, but like Corytail's a very kind of out there, very loud individual that thrives off hurting people, and it's interesting to see that kind of character in BFDI, and I think that's just so cool. I think they did a really good job of this. They did an awesome job. Totally not what I expected. I feel like I'm in an alternate reality or something where this is like the weirdest way they could have taken this character, but I like it. It's such a weird slap to the face, but I actually really like it. I definitely think it's probably the best. Did I watch the after credits? Oh yeah, I did. Yeah. Okay. I just had to talk about it because it was such a unique plot twist to me to have such a change in what I expected from the character to what it actually ended up being. And I think that's been a weird twist with a lot of characters from the TPOT debut. You know, Shelly being very yay when we thought she was going to be emo. I put this, no! God damn it, I put it on loop so no one would know how I make these videos. You would think it was like way better than it actually was, but now the whole, it's all ruined, it's all ruined. But yeah, it seems to be twisting the expectations of what we expect from these characters, but in the best way possible. Honestly, in the best way possible. I've grown to like Shelly's really happy attitude, and I've grown to like Spatula's very mature attitude, but PDA, oh man, if there's ever a debut, I will be voting for PDA 100%. I love them. I love how manipulative they are. But yeah, I don't want I don't want this kind of thing of main character has to get voted out first, because you know the children will do that. Like, this character could just stay being an asshole. I'm fine with it. You know, I will let them win. It's how I kind of wanted Pillow to win for a while. Anyway, bye. Love you. Bye. 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 Bye.